Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Random here with a solo commentary, let's watch, whatever you want to call it. Now I know this channel is mainly about let's plays of games and shit, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not very good at LPing. I'm gonna just stick to what I know, and that's commentary, so why not commentary on this, A little background story before I get started. Some of you may remember a Let's Watch me and the Delivers once did on the Turtles Christmas little video cassette thing. Well, that was an interesting video, and I've wanted to put that on YouTube for a while, and I've spoken to the Delivers, and she's like, nah, I don't really want that uploaded. So this is kind of the next best thing. So instead of just re-watching Turtles Christmas, because I think once is enough for me, really. Okay, the songs are kind of funny, but that's about it. So I figured rather than just re-record that by myself, I'll tackle the other TMNT song tour thing called TMNT Tunes. Just sounds very exciting. So if you feel like, destroying some brain cells, then stick around because we're going to watch Turtle Tunes. Oh boy. The things I do for a laugh. This has one writer. It just clearly shows, doesn't it? Now, I know people, and this is not really related, but I know people like to trash the Michael Bay TMNT movie coming out, but you know what? These costumes will always be the worst looking TMNT thing I've ever seen. Oh yeah, this is worse than, coming out of their shells and the Next Mutation shit. Mind you, I think the Next Mutation, coming out of their shells is related to this.
Our own TV show. We're lean and green and on your screen. Guys,
Didn't you guys have a TV show before?
April got those station dudes to let us try our own show. We don't know if it's gonna work out. What? Are you kidding? TMNT TV, us presenting our favorite music videos? How can we lose? Wow.
You really don't want me to answer that, do you, Leonardo?
We're gonna need some help. Let's call the kids and have them meet us in the park. And you kids can come along too, because we're gonna need all the help we can get.
It's disturbing when they talk directly at you.
What do you dudes think? Is it totally bodacious or what? Oh, we are such artistes. We'll see you in the park, kids. Alright, later. Do me a favor. Stay with us today, alright? This is our big chance. No disappearing. No problemo, dude. Where you go, I go. Hey, dude, hats and coats. We're going up. Not today, dudes. No disguises. I love show business.
This has just gotten painful. Are they just reusing footage from Turtle Christmas? Or if this one came out first, then Turtle Christmas is reusing footage from this. And it's kind of funny that they're talking about having their own TV show, but then again, the Turtles already had several TV shows. Oh, we're getting the origin story. Which, okay, here's my whole stance on the TMNT, origin story. I don't really want to hear it anymore. This goes for, new TV shows and movies, whatever. It's one of those origins that you should know by now. Okay, so maybe I must have missed a movie or whatever. When did they start hanging out with kids?
Where's Michelangelo?
Oh, brother, he's disappeared as usual.
Will we get you without him?
Oh my goodness. I knew, the Turtle Christmas thing was bad, but I didn't think it could get any worse than that.
His skateboard was here a minute ago.
Let's see. Fountain's over there.
Disappears just when we need him.
We need everybody here.
To make this video. Michelangelo,
This is basically like what happens when you aim the TMNT at like a Barney sort of audience, you know? God. Okay, like 22 minutes of this. 20. I just can't get over that. Oh, man. Like, if I'm not saying anything, folks, it's because I'm having a brain aneurysm.
Bagels? I'm dying for a slice! Hey, just stick around this time, okay?
Get back to work.
Okay.
TMNT TV, take 132.
And
Cut. TMNT TV, take 133. Cut.
what's wrong?
TMNT TV, take 134. Action, action, go, go, go.
Oh my goodness. Like, okay, I'm just applying like TMNT physics to this and everything, but like, while this is all going on, like, what if like Bebop and Rocksteady are like attacking the city and they're just busy filming a crappy TV show? Okay, this tune sounds familiar. Wait a minute, it sounds like the tune from the Barney the Dinosaur theme. Oh god.
Hey! We're the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and this is our very own show, TMNT TV. It's like our favorite music video from us to you. And this first one, it's my favorite. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Does this come with like medication I can take so I can relax? Like, if you were to describe this premise to someone, if you don't even mention, oh, there's a ninja. Ooh, the foot's actually in this. Don't talk to strangers. Now, I want you to remember that this is a franchise that started off with the whole a sensei rat trains 4 turtles in ninjutsu to kill the Shredder. And it's kind of devolved to the point we're giving, like, PSAs that even G.I. Joe and Transformers would laugh at. Ugh, this is... Yeah, it could get worse than Turtle Christmas, you know? Like, this makes the PSA the Turtles made about drug using look this makes cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue look good. You just know, like, there's someone at the time sitting in an office with a copy of Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue on VHS, and they're saying to themselves, how can we make this worse?
Use that code word. It could be anything. Pepperoni, macaroni, your mother's middle name, your middle name. Mine is Antonia.
No, it isn't.
Antonio? Are you kidding? You never told me that. What's yours, man? Come on. I'm not telling. Oh, come on. It can't be that bad. It's, Sylvester.
The Turtles don't have middle names.
Guys, like, we're on the air, okay? Okay, now it's time for my favorite video. You guys got friends, right? Special people who, you know, are there when you need them.
Raphael talking about friends and being all warm and cuddly. There's some unintentional irony in there.
I got friends, and you know who they are. So here's a song about them.
Really? I say this because, like, if you had to describe Raphael to anybody, they usually say, like, he's the Wolverine of the group. And now he's singing a song about how much he is happy to have friends and shit. Can you imagine Wolverine pulling that shit? Hey, bub, I'm Wolverine. I'm the best there is at what I do. And I just love my friends. Like, really? But going back to a point I said earlier, if you had to describe this, like, special to somebody, without mentioning TMNT, without mentioning that aspect, and you said, you know, 4 guys in costumes luring kids into the sewers to film a TV show, was your first instinct to think, oh, this is a kind of, I'm gonna reach for the phone and call the cops? You know, I think I found a song that's worse than that song from the Tom and Jerry movie where Tom and Jerry are singing about how great it is to be friends. I think the interesting thing about whoever made this barely has any idea what TMNT is about. I mean, the only one who's kind of in character for all these things like this one and the Turtle Christmas thing is Mikey.
Next, we have a video about something you can do with your friends. You know how, like, when you walk around sometimes and there's garbage everywhere? You know, somebody's old litter they just dumped on the ground instead of putting it in some trash basket? Well, listen to this, eh?
Okay, right. It's like just go back to what I said a second ago. It's like the people who made this were just handed a project. They have very little understanding of what it's about. I mean, Mikey is the only one that's really in character. But then again, Mikey has, for any continuity, has always had the same character. He's the idiot of the group. I mean, no offense to Mikey or anything, but he is basically the token retard. I mean, in one of these specials, Leonardo has a Jamaican accent for some reason. Leo's voice keeps changing. I mean, I think it was in the Christmas one. At one point he says, "You got the wrong turtle, man." And then suddenly his voice is up here, and he's talking like this. It's just, you know, pick an accent. You know, I don't mind these characters having stupid accents, but pick one. You know? Consistency and all that shit. Like, if I was talking to you like this, and then all of a sudden, I start talking to you like this, you say to me, dude, pick a voice, or better yet, why are you watching this turtle shit? You know, I understand, like, the noble implications, you know, they want to set, like, a good message for the kids about, you know, sharing, friendship, recycling, and all this crap. But that's what you go to Captain Planet for, not the turtles. You know? It's not difficult to see why the turtles died in the late 90s. I mean, everyone always blames the Power Rangers for the turtles' demise, but actually, I blame shit like this. Because people just feel like when you have a hot product or a hot IP, you can slap their face onto anything and it will sell. With that in mind, I'm looking forward to when the Avengers make a video like this. Because to be fair, a lot of things have done that. I mean, Power Rangers appeared live at Wembley and all this other stupid shit, so every franchise has a low moment. But I think it's important to have those low moments to pick yourself back up.
Hey, you guys, remember this one? This is the one that made rap sick.
Oh, what's going on now?
Come on, Rap, you're gonna love this. Trust me. Have I ever steered you wrong before? Yes.
Is Max full enough?
I hate anything that goes round and round. And I especially hate anything that goes round and round and up and down. Don't knock it till you try it. This will be great for the video. No. Oh, it's you
Come on,
again.
guys. We're behind schedule. Let's get this ride going.
Why are they wearing socks?
Here we go.
Really?
TMNT TV take 1,000.
Okay, Raph, if you're so, sick and all this stuff, why are you standing on the fucking thing? Now, remember, these are trained ninjas. You know, people who jump off rooftops and are doing all these backwards acrobatics and all this other shit. And Raphael is getting seasick on an amusement attraction. Just imagine that. Can you imagine if, like, Strider, Bruce Lee, or, what's his name, Ryo Hayabusa pulled this shit? Like, they start walking a tightrope. Oh, I'm feeling sick today. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Or Batman's just, that episode of Batman animated series when he's chasing the Joker on the roller coaster and suddenly he's like, I'm gonna barf bat chunks. Mikey's being a bit suggestive on there in the background. Let me just reach for this phone and call Chris Hansen. I think there's a Psy guy in my house. I kid. Right, so they're given a TV show, and all they're doing is showing music videos.
So here it is, something near and dear to my heart and stomach.
Of course. Like I said, I think, they just gave all the credit to Michelangelo. That sounds revolting.
Just tell me I'm dreaming and that's not what he just said.
Okay, when this song started, I was getting hungry. Then he described what he was putting on this thing. It's like, I'm good now. Now remember, people thought this was a good idea. Actual money went into this production. I just want you to remember that. My silence just says everything it needs to. You can't see it, but I have a really dumbfounded look on my face as I'm watching this. It's like I'm just waiting for Gordon Ramsay to come storming in. And he calls Michelangelo a fucking stupid sack of shit. And twats him with a kidney dish. Oh, God. Realistically, if all they live off is pizza, shouldn't they be like the size of a bus at this point? The first and only show they're going to do.
Hey, bro, how you doing? Way to go! From all of us at TMNT TV to all of you, just remember one thing. We're lean and green and on your screen. Hey,
This is why they died during the 90s.
Like it? I don't know. Forget about them. I'm an faithful like that. Well, you know what Splinter would say. My sons, you have learned the greatest truth of the ninja.
Oh, here we
The
go.
ultimate mastery comes not of the body, but of the mind. You tried your best. You worked together.
And you failed miserably.
Find you. I love you, my sons. Somebody get the phone. Going up.
Is that the phone booth from, Bill and Ted?
Hello. Hi. Dude, it's April. What'd she say? You did? They did? We are? Cowabunga! They loved it! We're a hit, dude! Alright, April.
She's probably lying to them just to make them feel better.
All this excitement's making me hungry. Pizza run!
Well, that was TMNT Tunes, whatever. That was just terrible. I mean, Turtle Christmas, I can concede that it has, like, humor value to it. Like, it's just something to watch when you're drunk, just to have a laugh. But this was actually worse than Turtle Christmas. And in itself, that's an achievement. Oh, God, just... I know I've said this like a million times so far, but if you ever wondered why TMNT died during the 90s and it had to be rebooted in 2003, this is why. This is part of the reason why. Because people thought that we can put the Turtles on anything and it will sell. Let this be a lesson to anybody who wants to make it in the industry or they have a great idea. Just learn when to say no. You know, Sonic had this problem. Power Rangers had this problem. I guess to some extent Pokemon had this problem. Digimon had this problem. Transformers. The list just goes on and on. They've all had a low moment like this. But yeah, songs about rowboats and not talking to strangers. Just fucking hell. This was made in 1994, so yeah, this has been like a year since Power Rangers came out. Because I remember Power Rangers being out in 1993, so it's been a year since then. And this was like their comeback against them, or the defense they put up. Well, you failed miserably. Oh, God. I don't know what to say. But
That is a true masterpiece.
no, it wasn't.
Fabuloso.
Shut up. Stop talking.
Like,
But apart from that, just stay away from it. So, that's it for this solo outing on the RTK channel. I know this wasn't really an LP, and I know Tarrison's going to flip his shit and say, "Damn it, Random, this wasn't an LP for I Am the Mighty One," and all this other crap, and Kari probably won't say anything. She'll just look annoyed or whatever, but this is what I'm good at, and maybe I'll do more if you want to see more. So until next time, everybody, from the RTK channel, this has been Random saying good night, and good luck.